Welcome to Movie Time. Today, we're excited to bring you our selection of the top 10 action movies that will get your heart racing. Each of these movies guarantees to keep you glued to the screen with their outstanding action sequences, stunning visuals, and gripping storylines. If you enjoy these action movie summaries, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your movie-loving friends. Stay tuned until the end of the video and share your favorite film with us in the comments. Number 10. Fangi. Fangi is a 2021 Chinese action thriller that follows Lu Ziming, a highly skilled security expert who is hired to provide security for a high-stakes oil and gas plant project bidding event. What starts as a straightforward assignment quickly spirals into a life-or-death situation when Lu is framed for a crime he didn't commit. At the event, multiple parties with their own agendas manipulate the circumstances using Lu as a scapegoat to cover up their dark dealings. Betrayed and desperate, Lu is forced to take matters into his own hands to prove his innocence. As he digs deeper, he uncovers a web of corruption, deceit, and betrayal involving powerful figures who will stop at nothing to protect their secrets. With no one to trust, Lu uses his expertise in security and strategy to launch a counterattack against those who wronged him. Number 9. Rendel. Rendel is a 2017 Finnish superhero film that centers around a man seeking revenge against a powerful criminal syndicate. Set in the fictional city of Mikkeli, the story follows Rendel, an ordinary man whose life is shattered when a ruthless organization called the Fiskars Group murders his family. Consumed by grief and anger, he sets out on a path of vengeance, becoming a vigilante in the process. In the aftermath of this loss, Rendel undergoes a physical transformation, utilizing advanced technology to enhance his strength and abilities. His transformation is symbolized by his mask, which conceals his identity and helps him embody his new persona as a fearsome, relentless avenger. Rendel begins his crusade against the Fiskars Group, targeting key members of the organization. As he pursues them, he discovers deeper corruption, realizing his fight is part of a larger battle against a society driven by greed and manipulation. Number 8. Dangerous.
I'll shoot her, and I'll shoot you both.
Dangerous is a 2021 action thriller that follows the story of Dylan Forrester, a man with a troubled past. After being released from prison, Dylan returns to his family's remote island following the mysterious death of his brother, who was killed under strange circumstances. Dylan is a former sociopath, and he struggles with his past as he uncovers a web of deceit and danger surrounding his brother's death. Upon his arrival, Dylan learns that his brother's death was not accidental, and he soon becomes entangled with a group of mercenaries who are also interested in the island's hidden secrets. Led by the ruthless Cole, the mercenaries are after something valuable that was hidden away by Dylan's family. As the story unfolds, he must protect himself and the few people he cares about. The movie features intense action sequences and suspenseful moments, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats throughout. Number 7. The Bouncer. The Bouncer is a 2018 gritty French-Belgian action thriller that follows the story of Lucas, a world-weary nightclub bouncer in Brussels, struggling to provide a stable life for his 8-year-old daughter Sarah. Lucas lives a low-profile life, doing whatever it takes to protect his child. But when a confrontation at the club spirals out of control, he loses his job and faces the threat of losing custody of Sarah. Lucas is approached by a law enforcement agency that gives him an ultimatum. If he wants to regain custody of his daughter, he must go undercover and infiltrate the criminal organization of an arms dealer. Reluctantly, Lucas agrees, knowing that he is putting his life and possibly his daughter's future on the line. As Lucas gains the gang's trust, he becomes entangled in a dangerous world of illegal operations and brutal violence. The deeper he gets into the undercover mission, the more he is forced to confront his own violent tendencies and moral limits. Number 6. True Memoirs of an International Assassin.
He might actually be the real deal.
It is a 2016 action comedy about Sam Larson, a mild-mannered writer of spy thrillers played by Kevin James. Larson's life takes an unexpected turn when his latest novel, Memoirs of an International Assassin, is mistakenly published as a true story. The book details the exploits of a ruthless assassin known as the Ghost, and soon after its release, Larson is mistaken for the real deal. Caught in a dangerous web of political intrigue and mistaken identity, Larson finds himself kidnapped by a group of Venezuelan rebels who believe he is an international assassin. They demand that he help them execute a high-stakes plot involving the country's corrupt government officials. To make matters worse, a CIA agent gets involved, further complicating Larson's attempts to escape. Despite his lack of actual combat skills, Larson is forced to rely on his knowledge of spy novels and his own creativity to survive. Number 5. Hotel Artemis.
I guess my ballroom days are over, baby.
Hotel Artemis is a 2018 dystopian action thriller film set in a near-future Los Angeles, unfolds during a violent riot sparked by a water crisis. Amidst the chaos, criminals Sherman and his brother Lev, wounded during a botched bank robbery, seek refuge in the Hotel Artemis, a secret, members-only hospital for criminals, run by the reclusive and strict nurse. The nurse, played by Jodie Foster, has operated the Artemis for over 2 decades under 3 unbreakable rules. No weapons, no killing other guests, and no cops allowed. Everest, played by Dave Bautista, is her loyal and physically imposing assistant who quietly but firmly enforces the rules of the Artemis. As the night progresses, the hospital becomes a volatile pressure cooker. Lev's injuries are critical, and another guest, an assassin named Nice, has her own secret mission inside the hotel. The situation escalates when it's revealed that the city's most powerful crime boss and owner of the Artemis is en route to the facility. Number 4. The unbearable weight of massive talent. It is a 2022 meta-action comedy that follows a fictionalized version of Nicolas Cage, who is struggling both personally and professionally. He is facing financial difficulties, a strained relationship with his teenage daughter, and a lack of meaningful roles in Hollywood. Desperate for a solution, he accepts an offer to attend the birthday party of a superfan, Javi Gutierrez, who offers him $1 million for the weekend. Javi, an eccentric billionaire, is a huge admirer of Cage's work, and even creates an elaborate display of his films and memorabilia. Things take a sudden turn when the CIA informs Cage that Javi is suspected of being involved in a dangerous criminal organization. Cage is recruited to spy on Javi, who he soon discovers is not only a fan of his films, but also a deeply kind and lonely man. As the two bond over their shared love of Cage's cinematic legacy, their friendship grows. However, they both become entangled in a series of chaotic and action-packed events, including kidnappings, double crossings, and dangerous confrontations. Number 3. G.I. Joe, Retaliation.
Let's get to work.
Retaliation is a 2013 science fiction action that follows the elite military force, the G.I. Joes, as they fight to stop Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization bent on global domination. After an attack orchestrated by Cobra, the Joes are framed for a series of crimes and wiped out by the US government. The Joes soon discover that the true mastermind behind their destruction is Zartan, who has been impersonating the US president. With Cobra's influence in the White House, Zartan begins using his position to push Cobra's agenda forward, planning to launch nuclear strikes on multiple countries to create chaos and seize power. As the story unfolds, the Joes team up with General Joe Colton, played by Bruce Willis, the original leader of the Joes, and embark on a daring mission to rescue the US president and prevent Cobra from starting World War III. Number 2. The Batman.
It's a warning.
The Batman is a 2022 action crime mystery that presents a darker and more grounded interpretation of the iconic character. The story takes place during Batman's second year of fighting crime at a time when Gotham City is plagued by corruption and a rising crime rate, and he instills fear in the hearts of criminals. Amidst this chaos, a sadistic killer known as the Riddler begins murdering high-ranking city officials, leaving behind cryptic messages for Batman at each crime scene. As Batman and Lieutenant James Gordon investigate, they uncover a pattern that points toward a deeper conspiracy involving Gotham's elite. Clues lead them to the Penguin, a mobster working under crime boss Carmine Falcone. Batman also crosses paths with Selina Kyle, a nightclub waitress and cat burglar searching for her missing friend. Number 1. John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum. Parabellum is a 2019 action thriller that picks up immediately after the events of Chapter 2, with John, played by Keanu Reeves, being declared excommunicado for killing a member of the High Table on the grounds of the Continental Hotel. As a result, a $14 million bounty is placed on his head, and every assassin in the world is after him. Forced to go on the run, John seeks refuge with an old ally, the director, who helps him escape to Morocco. In Casablanca, John meets Sophia, a former friend and Continental Hotel concierge, who reluctantly aids him in his quest to reach the Elder, the highest authority of the High Table, to plead for his life. Meanwhile, the High Table sends a relentless assassin Zero to track down and eliminate John. As the bounty on John's head grows, the city of New York becomes a battleground, with assassins swarming the streets. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of this video. If you enjoyed what you watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. Feel free to leave a comment down below, share your thoughts, or suggest topics you'd like to see in upcoming videos.